Alright, hello everyone, this is GunMuse, Kingdom 312. I run RogersRaiders.com. I actually own RogersRaiders.com. The first article that I did was because someone asked me, how are you gathering stuff so quickly? And I think I was a C17 at the time. And you can't do it in 140 characters. Next thing you know, because I own a hosting company, I slapped up a website, and before you know it, I got a YouTube channel, branding, and followers, and this has gone completely mad and out of control. But I never had a video for my power gathering article. So this is a beginner's video. This is one of these things where you really need to do this if you want to play for free. Now the account I'm going to show you this on is not the free account. I spend about 50 bucks a week on this account. I've been playing this one for about 3 months. This is the first account I ever built. I just turned C30. Took me about 3 months at 40 bucks a week. I didn't buy RSS. When I say I hit C30 in 3 months, that's because that's how long it took me to gather the resources. The things that I spend real money on happen to be statistical, better gear than what I would have ground up, but I would have hit C30 in the same exact amount of time because I refused to buy the RSS. It's free. I have all this other stuff. So, what we're going to talk about is power gathering. Now, everybody knows, or you should know. If you're brand new, you don't know. We're going to go over here and look. Here's our alliance farm. Alright. Now, the alliance farm gathers at a much faster rate than some of our other nodes. Matter of fact, I got something in the farm right now. I keep, while I'm doing other stuff, I keep a march over there. Okay, so it's gathering at 124k per hour bonus over my normal 51. All right, that is. Let me go in here. We are going to go resources. I keep that 24-hour cart boost on all the stinking time. I never run out of those. When I'm doing my dailies over at the trade center, if those pop up at a discount, I buy them. Because I never run out of them. Like I said, just because you have money doesn't mean you have to spend it the way they want to spend it. All right. The other thing you're going to want to do, and this will tick off everybody to their no ends if you're in a kingdom that's a little older, and that is, these are tiles, right? And if you click Occupy, it will auto fill in the amount of troops required to loot that tile. Okay, so a level 6 iron needs 56,000 load in order to clean the tile off. I'll see, I hit my number 3 formation over there, which now it says 64,000 load. That's because what I got in my number 3 formation, 13,000 artillery. Artillery has the largest load capability, so it requires the fewest amount of troops to go and mine a node. Alright, so I'm going to go here, Occupy, and I'm going to send my artillery over. Now, of course, they're slow, but we don't care. So, I've got 3 marches going in. I have a total of 5 at this point. You can have 5 at a very early time. C20. C20, you should have 5 marches. Following our videos, following what I've told people, you don't have to spend any money to get to that 5 marches, and you are gathering at an enormous rate. So, let's see where this one is. That's a food tile that I'm cleaning up. Not a good example. Well, it is a good example. So, we'll compare apples to apples here. So, 44k, 43.2k, and 69 with the bonus on a normal tile, and you saw that the farm was much higher. All right, and that's my artillery going out and grabbing it. So what I was talking about, where it's kind of pissed people off, is now the reason that that formation was bigger than it needed to be is, and oh, there's one right there, a level 7 tile. All right, occupy. So it's going to need a lot, 400,000. And looky there, I don't have enough troops left, or actually 13,000 troops isn't enough to clean that tile off. So I would wind up leaving a little bit of that tile left, and nothing pisses people off more than going out and finding them level 7 tiles and somebody didn't clear them off. So don't go playing with the big tiles. They don't loot any faster. They just have more resources. If you don't have the troops to clean them off, go find another one. Don't litter in your area there. Uh, the you're just going to hear people yelling and complaining, and that's just drama that no one needs, and you would be the cause of it. So, where to get your March slots? All right, VIP gives you one of your March slots, and Troop March Speed VIP 8. So in other videos, I will tell you that if you're just starting out, you're just going, you are going to go gangbusters to C16, so you can open up those spirit mines. And once you get in those spirit mines, you are going to buy nothing but VIP points until you hit VIP 8. It comes very quickly. You can do it in about 7 days. They're 10-hour timers. If you just, and you can reset the spirit mines halfway through. You can be into it 5 hours and know you're going to be gone for another 8. Well, you don't want it stopping, so reset it. Go back in, let it cook for another 10. You come back and reset it again and go to bed and keep it going 24 hours a day. They're 10-hour lots, and there's 24 hours in a day. So if you reset it a couple times, you can get the full 24 hours of the day out of that free area, and no one can kick you out of level 2. Don't play around in level 3. Even with all the gear and stuff I have in there, it is a pain in the butt. You got to monitor your account. You're constantly fighting for nodes. I use the level 16, 17 spirit mines to test formations out. That's for the most part, they're kind of annoying, and then I'll use a revenge list to bounce in there and grab all my loot back when I have time. And lately we've been doing all these videos, so that's not possible. All right, so we are on our node mining our iron. So we're going to go 15,000 per hour times, wait, I'm sorry, it's 22 per hour with my gear set up. Oh, you know what, guys? Looky there. Let's put my gear on. This is what we need to do here, so I'm going to call this back. Actually, if I'd have just waited, it would have updated. It takes about 5 minutes. You put your gear on. I'll show you what we're talking about by gear. Iron gathering speed plus 50%, more troop load. That's why my needed so many. That's why my troops weren't enough. That should have been my indicator that I have just enough troops in that formation that had I been paying attention and not worried about the video, I would have noticed instantly, hey, you don't have your gear on. And there's another 15%. And that's actually it. That's all I got. So this is my farming setup. And we're there. We will go back to, we can find him. There he is. Occupy. 400,000. Same formation now. My troop would have cleared that level 7 off. Alright. So it's not that I didn't have enough in there. I just didn't have my gear on, which would have increased my troop load. My formation is designed and set up for my gear. So remember to do that. Pay attention. These are quick buttons, but you need to pay attention. You don't want to be leaving bites out of mines and leaving that stuff there. And I'm not farming wood. If you need to farm wood, you're not paying attention to these videos. You should have millions and millions and millions of RSS wood sitting and food sitting in your bags. So I don't have to actually wait for that one to come back because I have extra March slots. So that one will start farming that one, and our 2 hours and a half will cut down to just under 2. Alright, so now your airship plays a factor in here. So I'm trying to maximize the time that I'm spending in game. I have 5 March slots. Notice I have not used my airship. Everything's out gathering now, except for the one I got returning. We will, he's returned. Hold on, I saw a silver mine up here. For those who don't know, those of us up here at the high levels hate silver. It's a stupid thing. There's never enough of it. And even mining silver is not worth the effort, but you still got to do it. Alright. So 4 of my marches are out mining. Let's see. Yeah, like I said, I'm cleaning a tile up out there because I'm about to move a bunch of people in here. And then we got our gathering. So I am going to call this back. Like I said, while I'm playing around during the day, I leave a big march in there. So I've ignored it for like 4 hours, and there's my food. But at the end of the day, gather. Alright, if I know I'm going to be gone a while, I'll actually go in here, special, because these things drop like water. The little 2-hour march cap boost. Alright, gather. Now, you want to make sure, and I know mine is right now, that airship abilities, change class. I am in Farmer John Balloon mode. Don't ask me how Zeppelin farms, but somewhere at Guns of Glory they know how. Seems to me to be a terrible tractor. Okay. I'm hoping that somebody's stuff coming back. Anywho, the gather, send all the troops I can send. That'll let me gather 3.5 million food in the middle of the night. That's what we would use our last march slot for. Okay, it doesn't help to send any more troops to the tiles. You need enough to clean the tile off, but one extra troop, just a waste of resources. I got the resources to waste, just to be safe that, you know, we're going to get out there. But send our match capacity out here. Now, okay, so I'm going to send the Zeppelin over there because we saw we were like at 140. And so it should be somewhere around 200,000 in farming with the Zeppelin. The See, now during the day I will leave my Zeppelin uh, actually there to run RG raids, to go kill beasts. Like right now, I'm just about filled up on stamina again, so I'm going to go out and hunt out some RG camps to knock down, and if somebody's online, and grab one or two of these little guys and drag them along for some Lord XP. Uh, One of the things I've noticed being, because I get invited to and I hop around some of the bigger alliances, uh, the is you'll get guys that are saying, "Oh, just send one troop. I'll do all the work." Well, the guy who does the most damage gets a great big bonus reward in baggable RSS. Uh, that is a selfish prick. All right, do your best damage. If you can out damage that guy and get that RSS for yourself, you've earned it. You didn't steal it. It wasn't his. He wasn't entitled to it. Uh, Earn it. So as you're growing, don't listen. Send your best troop and pay attention to the reports of how much damage you did. Uh, and you get a reward based on the more damage you do in these things. So that stuff goes in your bags. So during kill everything events, it can't be stolen. And we are going to be doing a video on probably in the next week or so. You'll see a video up in there that about wiping, going to zero, getting zeroed out. Uh, it happens to everybody. I've been zeroed 4 or 5 times myself. Uh, it hurts more when you're a bigger level. It only takes like a day or two to recover from a smaller account. We're going to show that. But there's a miserable attitude that comes with being zeroed out. It's like, oh, I put all that work in and they took it from me. It should be a learning opportunity on how to cause more damage when they're trying to kill you, and how to safely get into habits of not being so tasty to be stolen from. On the kill everything events and the gold event, it's about how many troops you kill for getting the gold, and it's not about looting the RSS. They really, if they want to do something like that, they should turn around and say, hey, your score is based on how much RSS you loot and not how many troops you kill. If you're dumb enough to leave 10 million silver out in the open, I'm gonna take it. I promise you. It's not that I hate you. It's not that I think you should die or be punished. I'm not gonna say nothing bad about you. I'm not gonna taunt you in Kingdom Chat. I have, matter of fact, last week I sat there and told the guy, I says, please bubble. I'm gonna take it all. Bubble. Wasn't on. It's part of the game. They make it so hard to grow. Taking a resource is just part of the game. It's part of the strategy. So right now I'm sitting out here with 12 million in the open, 4 million in the open, and 1 million in silver out in the open, 5 million in iron out in the open. But my RSS doesn't get stolen, and not because I'm a big guy, because before the kill everything event, I spend all my RSS. It's much better to spend it on myself than to come in and find out it's been stolen. If you were saving it for X, but you can only afford Z, buy Z, because you ain't buying X or Z if it gets stolen. So protect your stuff by building your account up. There's stuff in there that's cheaper to upgrade even though you're saving for that one bigger ticket item. And usually it's walls or castle. Sometimes the academy. Those 3 things will get you hurt trying to save for them. Work on that stuff the next week. Learn to grow, and this is what the power gathering is about, is learning how to gather faster. But you notice now we're at an hour and 49 minutes on that same iron node. So I knocked 45, 50 minutes off of that by putting my gear on. And then we'll go back and look at this. So My bonus is 250k per hour, so I'm running a little over 300k per hour of gathering speed. Uh, let's see, about 12 hours to get 3 million food, and it takes about 15 minutes to throw it at troops. So it's all relative. The So we want to make sure we've got all 5 slots gathering. There we go. That's 5 slots gathering. So you had your 1 in your VIP. And the reason I say you can get 4 at C16, that is in your academy. It's in your combat tab. March slots. It doesn't tell me what level that came in. It is fairly early on. So as you're going through this as a beginner account, don't max these out. Hit 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Keep upgrading your academy and march over here and get that second march slot. Upgrade your academy, go 1, 1, 1, 1. Keep doing that until you get to the second march slot over here. And I can't remember where you get that's 1, 2, 3. VIP may be giving you 2. Or wait a minute. Smart speed. No. One of them just comes with time, I think. But yeah. So that's our power gathering. Now, if you just threw all your troops, there's a mathematical reason for doing it this way. All right. And this is for the guy who doesn't want to spend any money but will log into his phone every couple hours and double check on stuff. All right. So, where's our food one at? Oh, I finished it off while we were talking. So, but anywho, the math is still relative. So I got my 300k here. And I go over here, and I got my and if it's food, it's probably closer to 80, 90k. Food's just faster because of your airship ability. Because of your, it's easier to get bonuses on the food. You add it all up, and instead of just doing 300k in the farm, if I was doing all food, I could be looting somewhere around 600k per hour. So if I really, really needed to get food really, really fast, I can go out there and power gather my food. Same thing works with iron. And the reason you see 4.8 million and 1.2 up there, 5 million iron is what I gather in a day. And I've been splitting my time between iron and silver because I don't want a great big pile of iron. I only need just a touch more silver to go in there and upgrade a building to level 30. Wow, there was a nice level 7 sitting there. So pay attention to what you're doing. Get those march slots open. Get into the spirit mines. Get that VIP 8. You're going to want it for the catacombs. You're going to want it for the march slots. That's the first thing you do when you hit C16s. You get in there and you farm nothing but VIP 8. And then once you are done with VIP 8, it's all airship all the time. Don't buy anything else. I promise you, all that other stuff is a sucker bet. You will get it off of loot in other places. You start dividing your time away from your airship, and you will not get ahead. There's so many bonuses on the airship that the airship is your focus. Get all those up. Uh, One of the reasons you want to really get them bonuses up on that airship is you can zoom way ahead in the expeditions really fast and start getting that coin every week that they give away free for hitting certain levels, plus what you get for knocking those castles out. I can go show you on mine right now. I probably got unspent coins. Nope, I didn't. I just spent them. But I think I had like 2 days in there. It was like 29,000 in coins, and I just bought a ton of speed ups. The so an airship expedition day is the one that opens up, and I have an article on that one, and I haven't done the video on that. I've got a beginner account. I will be doing the video on that to show how to get started on setting up the airship. I'm way past that mode now, and showing people my stuff just makes them sad because they don't have it yet. So it all comes with time, and you'll be entertained the whole time. There's a reason this is an addictive game. There is enough steps to go through that you will be entertained while playing. But there's some long-term think aheads, and there's some good habits to establish early. And this is one of these things that you do whether you're on a $1,000 a month spend, which nobody is. That's a myth. And then you've got your 99 cents a week guys, like my wife. That's all she spends, 99 cents a week, and growing at a fairly good rate, So pay attention to what you're doing. Don't leave any unused tiles. Work on getting those March slots open so that you can gather faster. So even if you're only doing it once a day, you gather from all five of their marches. So make sure you upgrade your troop buildings big enough so that when you're logged off, you've got enough troops to do 5 marches. That's another big important factor. As you're growing, this is important for farming. Train. Okay, there's an information tab up here. Load is 14 on my level 9s. Let's go back to my level 8s, which is what you saw me send out. 21. It is 50% more load, so I can send 50% fewer artillery. So I don't have to make as many. I don't get that great big bogus power number that people love to brag about. You're only as strong as your single march, unless you're buying airship packages at stupid money. Now your lower levels, the Sakers, the level 5s, they have the largest load. So get up to building level 5 artillery. 5, 8s, and 9s, you need to build those for defense purposes anyway. We'll have that in a different article of sorts. But yeah, 5, 8s, and 9s on the artillery. But no matter where you're at, artillery carries more load per level than any of the other troops. So, but you don't have to build as many of them once you hit the 5, 8s, and 9s. Alright, this is Don Larson. You don't pay for these videos, so please share them. It's worth more for me if you just hit the share button, put it on Facebook, put it on Twitter, subscribe to the channel. All that stuff helps me out. I'd appreciate your time, and visit rogersraiders.com. Hope to see you in game. Thank you.